Well, hello, farming friends. Welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mr. Moose. And yes, we are back. After a slight hiatus due to lightning, I am back recording. Most of you guys know I got hit by lightning over the weekend and took out my computer. Yes, I had it plugged into a surge protector. It didn't come in that way. It came through the Ethernet line. Hit the NIC, fried it, and got a few capacitors on the motherboard. It actually ran for 24 hours or so, and then it just stopped working. So I sank a little money in, built a new rig, and we are back. So that's good news. We're also on a new map, as you guys can tell. You may recognize it. It's Manchester. You've seen it on, we've done a little multiplayer on it. Landy's done a little play on this. Recon's done a little play on this. So you may ask, Moose, why are you in Manchester? Well, here's the deal. Last week I learned Manchester had been converted over to the Soul mod. And since you guys know I'm into doing the Soul mod thing, I thought I'd give it a look. Because I'll be honest with you, Holzhausen's just not doing it for me. A couple of things going on. One, Holzhausen just, I don't feel it. It doesn't draw me in. I don't have the urge to play it every day. And the second thing is, some sort of issue went on with my version of Holzhausen, and maybe the fact that it had the GUI Mist mod in for a little bit, or whatever it was. If you remember, all of a sudden my nutrients shot through the roof. And talking to some people, they think there's something else going on there. It wasn't the fact that I put too much nutrient in the ground. It might have been something else at play, some coding not completely right or whatever. So the chance of me getting that field back into order, if it was coded wrong, wasn't going to happen, because if I went in there and plowed the cut from everything else into the field and it shot the nutrient up even more, it just wasn't ever going to balance out. So I decided, when I found out that this map had been converted over to Soul mod, it was my goal to get on it. I'd hoped to do something over the last weekend, but the lightning storm kind of screwed things up. So here we are on it, and moving forward, this is going to be our Soul mod map. Hope you guys are happy with that. If you had your heart set on Holzhausen, I'm sorry. But it just wasn't doing it for me. So, equipment that we're going to be using on this map. If you're not familiar with this map, it's huge. It's got a lot of big fields. I'll go ahead and bring up the PDA here. And so yeah, if you look, the fields are just enormous. So, I mean, this is the one that we're going to work on today. These other fields are pretty darn large as well. So the equipment that we can use can be pretty large. And we've never done a map that's got fields like this size. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. So we're going to knock it out of the ballpark and have some fun with it. Hope you guys enjoy the series. And we'll just add it into the mix. So equipment-wise, I sold off everything that was on the farm because I didn't like it, and gave myself a little bit of money. I bought some toys. This is an auger wagon. This comes off American Eagle's modding. It is the Ken's, I think it's like Harvest Commander. Yeah, Harvest Commander 1050. Nice size auger wagon. It's actually a little bit bigger than the one that's in the game, so pretty darn loud. Y'all, my phone may blink every once in a while because we do have some pretty wild weather going around here. Yes, I'm isolated now. I've disconnected from the internet, so I'm not going to get shot again. So anyways, that might go blink blink every once in a while. That's all that is. It's just me getting weather alerts. Okay, so AgriLiner for a tipper. Got the little seeder here, this Rapid 600. We'll probably upgrade to an air seeder because these fields are pretty big. Either that or we'll run multiple seeders. Let's see, we've got the couple of plows. You guys are used to me running those. big cultivator here. Might pick up another one. And then I went ahead and picked up the 9230 cases, the big cases. I wasn't into doing the New Holland thing, and most of the other mods I didn't have the size I wanted for this operation. I may pick up a third one just so we can do you know, three tractors in the field. I think that would be a cool thing to do now. The 1050, of course, because you know I love that one. This is the 936 Fent. Now you'll notice it's a little bit different than the 936 I was running. Or actually, I would think I was running the 938 was what I was running, I think. This is the Juka version of the 936, and it's really cool. He's you know, got the Black Beauty version. He's got a lot of IC involved in this one. We'll bust it out in a little bit and drive it around, and I'll show you some of that stuff. And then I've got the 8530 John Deere. This one came out last week, I guess, and I was going to do a mod review on it, but of course lightning hit the computer and all that other stuff. It's pretty good. It's not too bad. Landy said something to me about it was maybe done in 13, but maybe this is a newer version of it. But the guy that did it apparently does really good mods, and so yeah, it's pretty nice. It has a couple little issues that I deal with, but not too bad. What else we got on the farm over here that I'll show you what we got? I got both of the fertilizer trailers. You know, one of them's good for lime. The other one is good for soul mod. So, you know, I kind of don't really understand that. Why you need two trailers. And Castaway Dave said something to the effect of that as well. If one of them's good for soul mod, that means you can switch the contents of it. So why do you need the lime version unless you're just going to use this version on a map that doesn't have soul mod, or you know, and you wanted to do lime on a map. So anyways, I got them both anyways, so not thinking that, well, I really don't need the lime version of it because the other one could be switched regardless, so I might sell one of them off. Then of course we've got the John Deere 4730. It's going to stick around and play when I'm on a soul mod map because I'm going to have to spray, and it's better situated for this particular map, and it's also a little fitting to be on here since Reaper is the guy who did this map and is also the guy who did that mod. So Reaper 911, yeah, so kind of cool there. And then back here I tucked little gravity carts in, the J&M gravity carts. I don't know if you guys have seen these yet. They're pretty cool. They come in 3 different colors, and they got a little animation to them that I'll show you in a little bit because we are going to harvest in just a moment. So I got those going. So that's the equipment that I've got purchased so far. Only real change to the map from the previous ones. There's these little fertilizer pesticide tankers to signify that you've got the soul mod going on, you know. But that's it. Mixing station here and everything else. So what we're going to do today is do a little field harvesting, and I'll update you guys on where we're at, what we're looking at, what's headed on, and yeah, we'll just kind of go. Maybe not do a full hour today, but we will do a pretty decent little session. I do not have Track IR hooked back up. As you guys know, I'm on a new rig, and rather than spend an entire day doing nothing but Windows updates, what I've done is I've got the computer running, I've gone through and done a bunch of updates, and I've started loading games in and getting it functioning and where I can use it. Got all my software, my rendering utilities, everything else like that. Got all of that loaded on here, and then decided, you know, I'd play a few games, and then just periodically I'll restart my computer and let Windows do its thing and update, because there's so many updates. It's just, it takes forever to get updated. So I have not installed Track IR specifically because of that. Because, as you guys know, in order to get Trek IR functioning in this particular game, I have to go in and put in to test mode, and they recommend that you not install any drivers when you're in test mode. So since I'm going to be constantly getting patches and updates on Windows right now, I have not installed Trek IR. So probably will get it installed later on today, though, because some things are going to be happening this afternoon, and I'll tell you about that in just a little bit. So anyways, so we'll go ahead and get started here, and I'll get these guys set up, and we shall get going. Alright, so let's get this guy rolling, and we'll get a tractor over here to go with him and get that going. And let's see, instead of getting him, let's get this guy fired up. Alright, so this is our 8530. I'm not in love with the sound of it. It needs a little more engine sound, not so much transmission-y. Otherwise, it's a pretty good looking mod. Alright. Give you guys a look around the interior. Pretty good looking. Model pretty close to the original. Alright. So I've already got a course laid out for this part. So I'm just going to jump into course play and get this guy rolling while we get everything else activated. So automatically search for combine, load in grain to silo, and start at nearest waypoint. Drive course, and you can go catch that. Alright. This guy's filling on up. He'll go any minute now. And we'll fire this guy up and get him going. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the computer. Because I'm sure you guys are wondering what kind of rig I'm running now. So basically I sank just under $1,000 into this thing. I kept my old graphics card because it was good, which I'm running NVIDIA's GTX 750, and it does a good job. It's, you know, it's not top of the line by any means. It's you know, sort of a baseline graphics card, but it gets a job done, and it worked really good for me before. My only holdback was the bottleneck between the processor I had and it. So I kept it. I went with a new processor. I'm on the AMD FX 8350 with the AMD Sabertooth 922 922 or 990, I forget. It's the AMD Sabertooth motherboard that I'm running on it, and then I've got 32 gigs of G-Skill RAM on it, and like I said, a whole bunch of hard drives and the NVIDIA graphics card. So we're good to go now. It should be a pretty solid computer for a while. It runs this real good. Stays up around 60 frames per second without a problem recording it. I'm holding steady at 30 frames per second, even on this map. Now, I will tell you, I did scale this one back a little bit just because there's so much texturing on this map that it bogs every graphics card down. So, yeah. Alright. So, this guy's sitting here done, and this guy's sitting here doing nothing. So, stop driver, and I'll just go drive. Alright, so we'll get this guy unloaded. So yeah, computer-wise, I am solid. And then, I guess you guys know, I got high-speed internet installed Monday, which, how is that insult to injury? I get high-speed internet installed on Monday, the night before my computer gets hit by lightning. So I dropped the NIC card. That was the first thing that happened. The NIC went bad in it. So I thought, well, you know, I'll just I'll put a dongle on it, and I'll just go ahead and not worry about it. I'll go wireless until I can get a NIC card and put into it, because I don't know if you guys have ever tried to find a NIC card these days at a department store. Yeah, it's nearly impossible. You'd think like a Best Buy or some of these other computer or technology-driven companies would have internal NIC cards there for you to purchase and put into your system. They don't. They pretty much don't carry them anymore. That's a mail order thing. You're jumping on the internet for it. So luckily I did find one. Anyways, I had the dongle. I put the little interface in, network interface dongle, adapter, whatever you want to call it, wireless adapter. Put it in, and boy, it's a piece of junk. It was throttling me down to like 16 megabits per second. I couldn't hardly do anything of speed. Here I am sitting with 50 megabit download speeds on my laptop is zooming, and my gaming rig is just crawling because, well, because the network adapter was, junk. So I did manage to find a NIC around town, and I went ahead and had a video done, set it to process and render up while I ran and got the NIC. And when I came home, I shut the computer off, installed the NIC, went to fire the computer back up, and it would never even give me a BIOS. It just came on, a little bit of power came on, and then nothing else happened. And I messed with it. I never could get it to come back to life. And after about 4 or 5 hours of toying with it, I just gave up and jumped on the internet and bought all new parts. So that's where we're at. So yeah, didn't get to mess with the high-speed internet much until last night, today. So we have that at our disposal now, which is good news. Oh, I forget there's a big pit here. Alright, well, we'll just kind of work our way down this ditch here. Till we get down here and turn around. Come back to this guy. Oh, don't thump it. You know I was on 2 wheels right there, right? Alright, this guy is about full. Well, John Deere's not as bad as I thought it was. It's pretty fun. We'll see how it does when we stick a plow to it. But so far, not too shabby. I almost need 2 tractors for this. Why is it not following that guy? Have you guys noticed this little glitch in drive control? If you're running 2 combines, it will track the first combine, but it won't track the second one. I wonder if I cycle through and hit it. There it was. So if I cycle through the settings in drive control back to the following spec, then it will. But if I come off of that speed match, oh, I just ran into the back of that other one. How about that? Oh no, not gonna work. Oh, we're in a predicament. Well, this ain't good, kids. Kind of picked a bad spot to, you know that would tump over in real life, right? I mean, it would be on its side and, yeah. Whatever do we do here? Okay, so Unrealistic is gonna... Mr. Unrealistic is gonna show his ugly head. Oh, there we go. Get it to dump a little bit. While we do that, I'll get my other diff locked in. So anyways, now we have high-speed internet and a new computer. So, man, the things we can do. It's not even funny. The good news is, now that I have high-speed internet, I can actually get a video done in about an hour versus 10 hours, which is pretty nice. So, that's going to give me the ability to do a little bit more content on the channel. So we might get back to doing a couple of videos a day instead of one video. And mix it up a little bit. Still be able to do a farm sim video every day, as well as do some other content on here. Oh, this looks like this is going to be evil right here. Go ahead and back this guy up. I'll let these guys separate. I'm shocked that guy actually made that turn and didn't like get stuck in the ditch. So yeah, we'll be able to do a little bit more content on this on the channel, as well as to be able to do some live streaming now. And I have been messing around a little bit with Twitch, getting it set up and configured so that I can start doing some streaming. So my game plan moving forward is, you know, a little bit of multiple content, as well as for Farm Sim. We'll do the videos like I do every day, and what I will do is some of the menial work, where I'm mowing grass or, you know, clearing out some more fields. Like, let's say it's a big harvest and I've got 4 or 5 fields to harvest. I'll probably shoot some video, like do my segment for the YouTube channel and, you know, this video, and then come back and record or then switch over to the live stream at night and put another live stream out with just the regular work that you guys never see me do, the stuff that I have to, do to get to the point where I can actually record the video. The mowing grass stuff, the harvesting 4 fields that I couldn't get done in an hour. That kind of stuff. Who knows? We'll mix it up a little bit. But I'll probably start doing some live streaming. If not every few nights, at least, 2-3 times a week. As we get used to it, We'll see how it goes. It'll also be some other games that I stream on there. I'm really getting into Fishing Planet. I dig it. By the way, that game will be available in open beta first week of August, I think is when it is. But it is definitely going to be in open beta in August, from what they were saying in the last week. So you guys will be able to get your hands on it and start playing it. If you're, like I say, if you're any kind of fishing enthusiast, you're going to love that game. It's really cool. And what they've got planned for it is really awesome. Also big into World of Warships right now. I can't get enough of that game. And of course it is if you've done World of Tanks or any of those games, it's a huge grind to grind your XP and money to do your upgrades. And so I've got quite a bit of gameplay to go on it. So, but the rest of the guys are kind of getting into it as well. Which is kind of fun. So we get our own little division going, and we're all leveling up. So as we do that, I think probably all of us will get on and play some. Seems like we can multiplayer on that one. We can't farm sim, but maybe some of those guys will be in some streams with me, because I do plan on streaming some of that stuff as well, and some Euro Truck and all that good stuff, So that's the game plan moving forward anyways. The biggest thing is just to have fun with it, and if you guys enjoy the videos, I'm glad, and if you enjoyed the live streams, I'll be glad. You'll have to bear with me on these live streams as I get started with them, though. I may not be the best at following along with all the comments that go on in the side chat, just because sometimes I just get wrapped up in the game and I pay more attention to the game than I do the chat window. So, but hopefully that will work and I'll get used to it and won't have any problems. I'm rearranging my office so I can have multiple monitors up and running at the same time, and that way I still make the wrong turns coming out of here. I'm just not used to these fields. But anywho, that's going to be the game plan anyways. But it'll give us some time to hang out. Who knows, the streaming thing might be a bust. It might not last for long. It might take off. You guys might enjoy it. So yeah, see what I'm having to do. I'm having to go through and cycle through the different functions of drive control each time to get it to where it'll do speed match. So, oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to tell you. Pretty cool too. I did, while I was just blowing money away like it was, growing on trees, I did go ahead and spend the money to get the multiple joysticks, which I had threatened to do anyways last week. I did go ahead and do it while I was buying all my computer parts, because Well, I was already spending all that money on 2 days shipping. I might as well throw some more stuff in there. And so I got dual joysticks. Supposedly Recon and I are going to get together this evening. As we're recording this on Friday, he and I are going to get together and hopefully config up my joysticks so I can do a little dual joysticks. So maybe there'll be some more forestry on this channel if all goes well. He keeps saying that once I go dual joysticks and start playing forestry, that I'll want to do it all the time. So, all right. So we're coming up on about 30 minutes on this video. And like I said, I'll probably keep this one kind of short. I wanted to get a video done and bring you guys up to speed on what's going on. But I do have, as you can imagine, a lot going on trying to get this rig completely straightened out. So I may keep this video a little bit short today because I haven't rendered any new videos. I got to reset templates up, all that good stuff. So anyways, I'll get this finished up and we'll get started on getting these fields cleared out, and then we'll get started on Manchester. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, if you had your heart set on Holzhausen and this is going to offend you, I do apologize to you. But I just kind of wanted to play this map anyways. I've played it like 3 times when we did some multiplayer stuff on it, and that's it. But I've always liked it, and nobody's doing it right now, so it can become our little thing that we do, and we'll do the soul mod on it. See how we do this time. So, alright guys and gals, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here and wrap this video up for today. I'll get back at it with another video tomorrow, and we'll just keep moving forward. Until then, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for sticking with me, guys, and appreciate all the kind words and understanding while I was out for a couple of days. But we got everything fixed. Everything is back up and running better than ever, and we'll have a good time with all this. And it's probably for the best that the old computer died, because it'll breathe new life in. The videos will be that much cleaner, and my life will be a little bit better because I don't have to spend as many hours rendering videos, because this thing should render a video in no time with the memory I've got stuck into it. So, alrighty, enough of me wrapping things up. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video for today, make sure you like it, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do a new video each and every day, except for when my computer gets hit by lightning, and then that's just, you know, one of those things. Alright guys, thanks for watching today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.